Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my sunflowers. How are you on this fine Wednesday evening? Is it evening, baby crone?
Yes, it is.
What time is it?
7:21.
Okay, so let me make this quick, fast, in a hurry. And also to all of my viewers out there, I just want to take this opportunity to thank you all for your comments. I want to thank you all for your support. I want to thank you for just thumbing me up and keeping me encouraged, baby crone and I. Throw him a thank you, baby crone.
Yes, thank you, everyone. And Baby Crone would like to say, such a perfect time that we said this announcement because happy Valentine's
Oh,
Day,
happy
everyone.
Valentine's Day to my finger is ripped from this list, but to all of you. Happy Valentine's Day. So with that being said, I hope you had a wonderful day and I hope you had a balanced time. I didn't have a balanced time. Well, baby crone is my balanced time.
Yes.
So anyway, with that being said, I want to get cracking. What I want to know is, I've never done anything like this before, so just bear with me. I'm curious. I have a beef with Bravo. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what's going on that now you're bringing Phaedra back. Now, I know you got a lot of Phaedra lovers and a lot of, what's her name? Pretty girl.
Hold on, don't tell me her name.
It'll come to us.
Phaedra.
Phaedra? I said Phaedra.
Oh, Portia.
And y'all want them to come back. The thing that I don't understand. Why are you holding on to yesteryears? It'll never be the same. Those girls can't revive nothing. I mean, I could be wrong. What? How? Candy's not there. Nene not there. It's over. Look, Phaedra don't even look like Phaedra. Phaedra, who is she? Portia is rich, and what's she? What do you all think is going to happen? What do you all think? What Barbo must be doing so bad?
Yes.
That they going back. This doesn't make no sense. Okay, I'm done. Now, don't hate me. Hate me because I'm just keeping it real. This doesn't make no sense.
No, it doesn't.
What? Your show is floundering. I guess what they doing is we're catering to our audience and they want Phaedra back and they want them back. So we're going to bring them back. And when we bring them back, you see, they gotta know this isn't going to work. You can't redo. That's a moment gone by. It's an era. Those girls are old. Her children are older. They are not. It's Phaedra. I don't even recognize Phaedra. Who is Phaedra?
Yes.
Come on. What does she need with this show? Why is she come? It's just a gig to her.
She's on so many shows.
They even thought that if she on so many shows making that money, they thought that if they put her back on, if they put her on Married to Medicine, she'll be all right. She looked ridiculous on Married to Medicine. Now she's coming back here. What do you expect? Do you really think I want to hear the drama with her and Kenya?
No.
Really? Okay.
I do find this interesting.
I don't know if I'm making any sense.
No, you do make a lot of sense because I had to look this up to get the proper term. But the Bravo reckoning that Bethany Frankel was going on about a few months ago, about talking about how the housewives are mistreated, and that's when she even did an interview with Nene Leakes. And it's just showing you how Bravo is really having a downfall at the moment.
This makes no sense. And I know you have people, oh, Lord bless you. It's like, oh, I want the old. That's not Phaedra no more. That Phaedra gone. That Phaedra done grew old. That's years. I want Portia. When Portia did her show, we all had an issue with her. She wouldn't form. She was a diva. And you just want the old show. It's gone. It's gone. You don't have Cynthia. You don't have it.
Mhm.
You have a new girl, what her name? Dree, whatever, this door, whatever. She's back. Come on. It's not the same. And you all coming in because you want the money, you'll see. So you want drama? Who want to see Phaedra? And many of you probably would, but what they going to fight about? That husband that went on and married somebody else? Apollo? Or we want to hear Kenya and Portia? Who wants to relive all that? It's got to bring something fresh, something different. Because if they're going to take us back to the same old fighting and arguing, then, okay. Well, what I know. So I want to know what's going on with Bravo.
Yes.
What we're going to put there for Bravo. What's going on behind the scenes with Bravo?
How about a ship for
money?
Yes.
Money. Bravo, Bravo, Bravo. We're going to read on Bravo. What's going on? Remember, everything I say is allegedly. I'm just reading cards. Bravo. Bravo. What about Andy? What about all this? What does Andy got to do with it? What are they trying to do? When they should have brought him back, they didn't. Now you get rid of Candy, and I know a lot of you probably saying, that's good, Candy is gone. No, it isn't. She was a part of the magic. They all were. It's like a singing group. It's like a singing group. You take too many of the cast members, it's just not the Temptations no more.
Yes.
You understand what I mean?
Yes.
You take too many people. It's not the Jackson 5. It's, walk it like I talk it. Walk. Migos. You took, what's his name?
Offset.
I'm not doing
Sorry,
what you.
not Offset. I meant
this not
Takeoff.
You take off from the. It's a takeoff.
Yes,
you take off. It's just not the same. And this is what I'm saying. You think you're going to get magic? If it's going to be magic, it's got to be new magic. Because this old magic, this old fighting, this old way is tied. It's tied on Married to Medicine. It's tied on especially on Potomac. Yeah. Because that's just about, they all about coming on their commerce, making money. So right now, what I see, it's like these black shows, all they do, I don't want to say what I really want to say, and it's like y'all jumping through hoops. Even though Portia apparently, or apparently, Portia getting money for coming back, and I'm sure Phaedra too. I don't blame them. For what? I mean, now that Candy's gone, you now like an old lapdog, Phaedra coming back. I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare. Do you hear me? You fire me? Nah, boo, I wouldn't dare. Now that she's gone, to make me look like I've been sitting around waiting for this, like, hell to the no. To the no. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. That just goes to show you how she's desperate for that money. There are always people that always look like they got it like that. She ain't got it like that. Because if she got it like that, I see her everywhere. I see her on girls trip. I see her on U trip, under trip, boat trip. Over. It's a job. She there. Why? She got all these businesses. She's like thirsty. Either she's thirsty for the money or she's thirsty for the fame. What do you think she's going to get? She's unrecognizable, Phaedra. She's unrecognizable in a fake way.
Yes.
She looked fake. She looked like a fake Barbie doll. And y'all telling her she look good. I love you, Phaedra, girl. I really do. But I'm telling you the truth, honey. And as far as Portia, she just looked like she is rich. And why is she there? Why is she bringing herself back down to this level when she already said she was above it? Money.
Yes.
Money and to be relevant.
Yes, that's all it is.
Who want to be relevant like that? They do.
Like they say, all press is good press.
You're right about that, girl. let me pay attention to what I'm doing here. I'm reading on Bravo, okay? I'm
Yes, we
reading.
are.
I'm reading on Bravo, and I'm gonna tell you what I see.
And this also makes me, because I am going to have a question after this
Okay.
to ask Bravo.
Okay. I want the top card.
Actually, I have a couple.
I want this. Oh no, I want you to have your questions, sis. Have your questions, sis. And okay, I am good. I am good. I am good, and I am good. Now you know. Okay, let me turn the cards around because I want you to see what I'm doing. Because you know I'm working on it. You know, if it's not right, baby Crone and I, we're gonna get it right. So I was supposed to do it. See, I was busting that baby Crone. I said, baby Crone, put the camera over, and she didn't. So it's not. So I'm gonna do the best I can. You know, she likes to be in control. So if she can't see the camera the way she wants, you know, she just likes to be in control. But you know, she runs it. That's her thing. That's what she do. I ain't mad. I love you. I'm grateful. Okay, let me think about this for a minute. You see me with another outfit, that means I'll have another hairdo. This orange is going back to Halloween. It's starting to grow on me, actually.
It really did, actually.
It's starting to really grow on me, and it doesn't look bad. And so many, I don't know if it's just I don't know, but I got this other wig that's really dark. I don't want to go back to dark hair. So I really want the hair to stay close to my own hair. But this is a dark one. I don't really like it, but I don't know. But anyway, when you see me again, I will have on darker hair. Yes. I need to get focused. Back to Bravo. Now, back to what I was saying, and sorry about that interruption. Now here I am. Now, when I'm looking at Bravo, let me look at this. What I see on top. This might be brutal. I don't know how this is going to go because it's really not a bad reading, okay? But it got something in there that's going to beg your attention. How about that? So one of the things that I do see here, I definitely see Bravo comes off as a trusted friend. And also, underneath the very core of this, see, when I say the trusted friend, that means before I even read the cards, I always put in where this come from. Whatever card is on top, that's where it was when they came in. When I read, I take a card from the bottom, as it would be letter. Sorry. It would be, that's what it came in from the bottom. You understand? So these are the problem. The two problems that's facing them is the contract that they write when they come in and the trusted people they trust. Okay? Now, when I look at the past, this was a show. It was beaming in its heyday. It was beautiful. It failed because it's just old. It's failing. They're all starting to fail because they don't have the magic anymore. The sun magic is gone. Now what we have is a bunch of women that's trying to get rich, trying to make money. They come on the show with trying to get weed factory, candles, you name it. They trying to do everything. And for that, it just look commerce.
It's superficial.
It looks superficial. Everybody is dressing and it doesn't look real anymore. When the show started off, I didn't see it for the first 2 years. I came in a little later because it was so much talk about it. I was like, oh, let me see this. And then I was hooked ever since. But it was another lady that came in there. People have come and gone through the years. But the point is, we're here today, and it said this was a beaming light. This was the show of shows back in its heyday. It was on time. It was refreshing in a way like Sweet Tea is now. We need more of that, more relevant. She's married. She's looking to her husband. She's saying it's about the money. She's saying that, but we believe, at least she convinced me, she loves him.
Yeah, she does convince us that.
Even though it's money. but she loved them. She has convinced me. However, so this was a show that was on time, and they were searching and looking. Bravo, at that time, they were looking for something innovative. They was looking for something new, something. And they were being pitched shows, and they was looking at all kind of shows, because actually back in the 70s, I mean, I was young, but I don't remember it, but I remember it. But there was a show that came on, and let me get it right. And it would show the family. And at the end, I mean, it was just disastrous. As a matter of fact, they made a movie about it. That's how I saw it. And it was when I was a little kid, probably little like they were at the time. But nevertheless, they pitched it. So they pitched the housewives, whoever pitched it. I don't care. I'm not getting into that. So it made it. And when it came, it just took us all by storm. It was so fresh and new. However, it was rosy sweet, and they're trying to get the nostalgia back. They just grabbing at straws right now. They don't know. They trying to finally says, okay, we're going to give you all what you want. So we're going to get Phaedra. We're going to get these two major stars back. They know that it isn't going to work, but they want to be able to say, well, this is what the people wanted. This is what the people wanted. Because it's like, if y'all want it, y'all will watch. Even if it's a flop, you'll watch. And what they doing, they hoping that it will revive. They know this thing is dead. This is a coffin. They know it's dead and stinking. They know that it's got formaldehyde reeking from the caskets. What? They know it's dead. But right now, they trying to revive it. Why? Because it's their money maker. That means if that show go, people jobs go. Right? Man, Andy can have his show because he got a lot of other shows, but people job go. You understand? So you got to look at this. This is a lot on the line. So they really trying to save something that's dead. And remember, right by it on the earthly level, what did I say that lilies are? What did I say? When I see lilies, if you watch my readings, this is what I say about lilies. What do I say about lilies? I say lilies are something, they flowers. They have a scent, a sweet scent, lilies. They have a scent. But yet they're like a thorn. They like rebirth, like a death. Lilies have to do with death and rebirth. And so whenever I see lilies, it's like death to me. Death is near, or death has come. And the lilies is like a bittersweet of a moment that's gone by. It's like, I don't think lilies have thorns. See, it's a bittersweet. It's a smell, and it's a sweet thing. Lilies. It's sensitive. It's delicate, but yet it's about death. But it's about rebirth, and it's right next to the coffin. And they are trying to revive the housewives. Not just this show. They're trying, because they're all doing the same thing. So they're trying to revive them. But until you start getting people to write better and do other things. And besides, so many things have changed. Right now, back in those days, people didn't come on and have YouTube stations, and you didn't know what was going on. So you look forward to what the blogs were saying. Those days are gone. Now you have the people that's on the show sitting up talking about the show. So that kills it. So it is not the same. So you're trying to revive something. You're trying to make that money. So Phaedra, I know that Phaedra and Portia, they getting their money coming in, because if this show don't do good, they ain't got nothing to lose. They done made their peace with themselves and made some pretty coins along the way. And this is their way of saying, you know what? I know you needed me. You needed me. It's for them to tout and the poot and the poot. This is my opinion. Because how do I know? How do I know? Because I know that in spite of everything, and this has to do with Andy, and it has to do with Bravo, I'm telling you, there's a snake in the middle of all of this. Something ain't no good. They up to no good. They're trying to do something, and this is a test. This is a tester. This is a snake. This is something they doing. They putting the women together. Like you see, you got to understand, you got Phaedra, and you got, what's her name? Portia, they don't get along with Kenya. Right? So look at what they're doing. But Kenya, they all there because they want their money and they want their fame. More, they got the fame. They want that money. That's a check. Okay. So you got to look at it. So maybe their idea is to try to put Phaedra and Portia back. Maybe they could get friends again. And now, in my opinion, I don't know if I'm right. This is just me trying to figure out. And now put them together and plot and get out who? What's her name? I just said her name. You know who I'm talking about. I just said her name. You got Phaedra, Kenya. They trying to, my brain really went blank. They trying, I think this is it. That's a plot.
Yeah, that's
a plot. You finally get the two girls, Phaedra and Portia. They'll never be tight again, but they got something in common. Let's get rid of her. Because after that, if they got Sheree is all right, but this the new girl, so they can bring in somebody new, and then they be the queen bees of the show. And maybe people will like it. But to me, maybe that's not it, but that's just the way to look at it. What do you think?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying with the way that they're doing it, this is all so ever so clever. And so this is all a money move. They don't know if it's going to work. This is just a bridge. They just doing this to get over. This is something. They got something else in the works. They got something. They might just let this show go. I don't know. This is just a test. This whole year is a test. They really seeing. I guess they doing it for the audience. We're going to bring them back, but you're bringing them back under situations that wasn't the same. So if you're thinking that it's going to be the same, then you're delusional. Why? Because how when you don't have the same people? You don't have the circumstances. Everything, they have grown and changed. It's different. Do it make sense in what I'm saying? And you can't redo. This is an era. It's gone. It's gone. You can't do it. You could do something new. You can transform it to something new. And I think that's what they're trying to do. So that's what I see. But they come off as your trusty friend. And then they get you right there with the money contract. And because you're hungry and you're thirsty, but I don't believe that Portia and Kenya, I think they were wise to come back on this show. I would never humiliate myself and come back on this show because both of them left in disturbing ways. Now, you have a question?
Yes, I do have two questions.
Okay.
My one question.
How was this reading?
Yeah, it's really good. My one question is.
And I'm getting a sense that they need to change some writers. They need to my camera went off. Okay. Sorry, the camera went off. So I'm going to do the best I can. Well, that's okay because these are big. So you can't see that. You saw them on here.
Yeah, and actually the way you're angled at, we can kind of actually see them good in the camera when you hold them up.
Cool. Well, this way you're really going to be able to see because these are the large ones. So what was I saying, baby Crone?
He was talking about Bravo and asking me what my question was.
Go ahead. What was it?
Yes, my question was thinking about Bravo and the way they move. I wonder, They got something in the works. Yes, but I do wonder, do they care for their employees that are on these TV shows? Because one show that reigns clear outside the Housewives is Vanderpump, which also comes on Bravo. Yeah. And I see how they treat the mental health. How do you treat the mental health there? How do you see them treating them? We follow Vanderpump Rules. Yes, we do follow Vanderpump Rules. I followed Vanderpump Rule when it first came on. Yes, though. I hate to really drag the situation. Go ahead. But the way the cast really felt towards Raquel and Tom Sandoval against their family paid for her health. Yes. But the company, Bravo should have paid for it. However, they got contracts. It's contracts. This has got to do with contracts. And this has got something to do with contracts. So does their contracts. And remember, Raquel came late. So that means this is a good show. This is a popping show. But Raquel came late. It was kind of sleepy. It's because, like it's getting now. But we'll talk about that. Yes.
but Raquel came, so you know her contract was, she came in through Tom. No, what's his name? The DJ.
James.
She came in through James. So see, she probably didn't get a great contract. Decent.
Right.
I think they all making decent money.
Mm-hmm.
I think they make, I don't know, but I'm sure they're all making more than a factory worker. I'm sure they all making more than a bus driver.
Right.
You think?
I'm sure they definitely are.
They may be making more than a school teacher if I want to, or a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, I don't know, but they might be. And I think nurses make pretty decent money, but for their lives, when they do these shows, they put their lives online. Why? Because they become famous and they got to be careful and they got to pay for makeup and clothes and they spend, and then you got to pay for your team and to get you. There's a lot going to this.
Yes.
Taji P. Henson told us. Okay, here we go. What was your question? I got lost. I was talking.
Does Bravo care for the mental health of their employees?
No. Now you may say, well, I'm going to tell you why. I say this because when anything comes in a sword, it's mental. And when you're getting a sword, it's heavy, it's mental. So it fights everything. It's air. Nothing can stay in air. It moves, it shifts. So here, now it's serious. Now they do. Why? Because you heard, I don't want to get into the night, but you heard Lisa say, I'm not going to take it for granted that Tom Sandoval is talking about those things.
Yes.
So you see it. So yeah, now they do. Now they at their feet in the fire. Now they finding the temperance. Whether or not she meant it or not, I don't know. I will hope she did. Because if something happened to him, they all would be miserable, especially Ariana.
Yes.
But we're going to say that for another time. Shut up. Shut up. You
but
asked
also
the question.
Going back to the house.
So do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What did you get out what I'm saying?
Now
they will, but before, no.
Mm-hmm.
No, you do it at your own risk. Now, they know they could be sued now. And they know they got to walk a fine line now. They know that. They know that this ain't no joke. That girl really did snap. And they pushed her and they had no regard. Let's keep it 100. Go ahead.
My next question is to get dirty with Bravo. Is Andy Cohen a racist?
Okay, this is going to be hard. I see the red horse. And when I see the red horse, it's like a police officer, somebody that's going to protect you and guide you. When I think Andy Cohen, I have to be honest. To be on a red horse, you can't be prejudiced. Here he rode in and he gave so many black people, even though he benefited, so many black people a chance. You understand?
Yes.
For me, who is Bravo? When I think of Bravo, I think of Andy Cohen. I remember Andy Cohen having dark curly hair. He was young. He was cute. Who is he old now? So he rolled in young with inventions and ideas and a spark. He came in. He was the man you could talk to. He related to these women at that time for the level that they were on. They were all green. But again, when you ask, is Andy Cohen racist? I think it hurts his feelings that people think that about him. He figured, what did I ever do to make them think I'm racist? Honestly, he's saying if he did so, he don't know. Oh, he said, I'm Jewish. That's what I just heard. I'm Jewish. Why would I be racist? I thought I was giving everybody a chance. And I'm looked at as to be racist. He said, this is how you know the show is coming to an end. Because at the end, you start blaming people. People done gotten fat off this show. People gotten made money. And some of them suffering. Like Kim Zolciak. You got Phaedra going from show to show. A junkie. Some of them made it. Portia made it. Vanderpump got a whole, she was already had money. Now she got buku money. She do this show because she want to. She don't have to do this show. She got her restaurants. The show made her restaurants famous. James is a famous DJ now. They all made money. Now what they do when they get out the show, I don't know. Some of them make it. Some of them go incognito because it ain't going to last forever. So Andy Cohen hurts by that. Did you see it? Mm-hmm. He hurt. He came in this bright and shiny just like the sun, like everybody else, new, giving chances. This was new. This blew him away. I hear Candy Owens saying some of the things that was said that the people said, especially Nene, the things that they said, he said it blew his mind. I don't know. This is what I'm getting in my spirit. He said they were so iconic. He never heard Black women talk like this before. It was mind blowing. And he knew they had something. But that's in the past. And for it to have such a wonderful past to be so tainted now, it hurts him. But he got a soldier on. He's still trying to save and vamp the show.
Yes, he is.
This is why he bringing them back. Because he figured if I bring them back, the show will get better. That's why we're leaving, because they don't want to listen. He tries to please. I know you all don't believe it, but he tries to please. I'm not saying he don't do dirt and hide his hand. I'm just saying, but he tries to be fair. One thing, he takes the enough nice back.
Yes.
That lets you know a lot about a job. When they will take you back. They even taking Phaedra back. They don't take any. If you've been on that show for a long time, even if you was on there a little time, they'll even let you come in on a cameo shot. You have another question? I hope this reading on Bravo is giving people a good insight, because I'm telling you, I think the show needs to be revamped. I think it needs to sit down, and I think they need to get new actors. I think they need to start it over fresh. They need to get some people in there like that make us all want to watch some. Not, we don't want no Love and Hip Hop.
No.
We don't want Zeus.
No.
But we just want to get some Black people in there that's green. That they may not be rich, but they marry. And let's start from the bottom. And let's get some young people with some young flavor in there. And let's see what happens. That's what they really need to do. And although I don't want none of them to lose their job. But if you ain't save any money or get on your feet by now, then you never will. Because many of you been on there for a long time. What's your next question?
My next question is, has Bravo been suffering since the writer's strike?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. But what I'm getting, they were saying they were suffering with writers before, like not having the right material or not doing it right, being in between and in between, not ever being balanced. Going back and forth, up and down, ratings. This show has become a burden. They have been struggling to can it or let it play out. Can it, let it play out. And this is their last ditch effort. For your sake, the people, the viewers who've been watching them for a long time, I act like I was back there talking to them. I'm just reading cards. I act like I was, everything I say is allegedly. I'm just saying, I'm just reading cards, and what I'm saying, I feel like this is what it is. I don't feel it is any hurt or any, I think it's starting to be a burden. And right now, this is a last ditch effort, because I told you, I see us think this is just a test. This is a test. In other words, now that the show is no good, I'm bringing them back. If they can't do it, which they won't, it's impossible. It's unfair. But they know that. But that's the bridge. So when we drop it, this is how they're getting everybody. So when we drop the show, you can't say that we didn't care. You can't call me a racist. You can't say I didn't care about that show. And you're right.
Yes, that's true.
And you're right. This is like we don't know what to do. This is like we're destitute. This show is costing us money. We're giving people, low people coming in, they got to pay them low salaries. They low balling. It ain't making the money. It ain't like I can't pay you like I used to. If Nene came back, I can't pay her like I used to. But right now, I'm at a ditch. I'm at the bottom of the barrel. I got to get these girls in, and they know it, and they're going to say, I'm going to do the show, but you're going to have to do me this portion. Like I can go here, I can do on other shows. They are so desperate. So yeah, they can do all that because this is it. The bridge. The serpent is costing them money, and it's a headache that they understand it needs to die. But for the people that saying, get Phaedra back, get Portia, get them back, you'll see. They saying, okay. They understand it ain't going to work. Do they think that this is going to work what they do? Do Bravo think it's going to work? Here is a happy card.
Yes.
A happy card. Now, okay, that's it. I already knew it. Here's the Hierophant. I'm just letting you see. See. Now, you see. Now I'm going to turn them around so they can face me, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, let me tell you what I see. This is like this last ditch. They wouldn't do it. They hoping like everybody else. They hoping because at the end of the day, it's up to the viewers. It's up to you. But they don't want it to work this year. They want it to work. They want to revive it. But they know that it's a big chance it won't work. So yes, they going in there being positive. Yes, they have to be. They done spent out money. But believe me, they praying. They hoping that they give you all what you want. They hoping that y'all come back to the show. They hoping that maybe that's all they needed. They hoping that if we get rid of Candy, y'all will like it. But Candy was gone last season.
Yes.
Candy wasn't even hardly on the show last season. So for all of you think that this just happened, Candy was gone last season. And if you all don't think that Candy got some kind of agreement with Bravo, y'all done lost your mind. Okay? Candy is smart. She's a businesswoman first. Candy ain't gonna cut that hand off. Because Candy like to eat. And Candy know what happened to other people. And Candy know how her group and everything gets real lean. And Candy really was the breadwinner. I'm not saying Todd didn't work, but Todd didn't make Candy money. This is one of the things that Candy mother had a problem with. But now they both equal in my book. But right now, Candy ain't cut off nothing with them. They didn't fire Candy. Candy left last season. And why? Because she couldn't do it. It was wrecking her marriage. It was wrecking her marriage. She was crying. She was depressed. She was stressed. She was making that money all the time, not spending time with her children. You all don't remember that. It was like that for a few years with Candy. Last year just took a toll where she just couldn't. Y'all don't remember. I know y'all forget, but I don't. So, and with the Bravo, so it does just seem happy. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's just going to be dry. It's just starting out with all this. You see, look in the background. You see all that life back there. You see it. You see all that life. They hoping, yeah, this is it. This is going to bring it back to life. This is going to bring it back to life. And I hope they're right. I do. I hope they bring it back to life. Why? Because I don't want them to revamp. I wanted to keep the old people. But if they're going to revamp it, everybody got to go. But nevertheless, you see the life in the back of this, right? Okay. Now look at this one. They still looking out. Here's a couple looking out. They coming in from there. But look, it's burnt out. Ain't no building, ain't no house, ain't nothing. Why? Because they looking for them two black women to save a show that's dead. It's dead. It's dead. You smell the lilies? It's dead. And if I'm wrong, I'm going to come on this show and I'm going to hold my head down. I'm going to come on this show with black hair and I'm going to come in my old way I used to when I first started 2 years ago. We'll be on for 2 years tomorrow.
Yes.
We will be on for 2 years. Thank you all. But nevertheless, let me get back to this. So I want you to see how they come in. But here in the middle, you got the Hierophant. You know, the Hierophant is always about, to me, when I think of the Hierophant, I always think about what do you call a mediator between God and man. I see someone there that is always trying to find the peace between the two that cannot communicate. I see that the Hierophant is always trying to get you to conform, to do the right thing. So now Bravo is conforming to the people. Oh, you won? You won, Phaedra? Okay. Now that Candy's gone, Candy left last year, people. Okay, we can get them now that Candy, because that's the only way, Phaedra, that's the only way, but they ain't get rid of Candy. No, Candy left. Say what you want, say what you want. She may got mad because sometimes, you do something and then you get cold feet. You know how it is, because that's her anchor. But Candy is swim. Candy is a swimmer. She's a money maker. She'll be all right. Trust and believe. But with this, I'm telling you, it's desert. It started out all great. You see all that life? And look, it isn't going to do what it wants you to do. However, I hope I'm wrong. Bravo is doing what it's got to do. Bravo is saying goodbye to. It's hard for Bravo to say goodbye. This was one of their biggest shows. This is one of their money makers. This was one of their first shows. This was, and it's hard to see things die. But it doesn't have to. They just have to they got to get fresh, new writers, new eyes, and new people. And start there. I could see it. You need somebody like Sweet Tea. Put Sweet Tea on the show with some people of her peers, because that's what she's complaining about.
Yes.
Put her on there with somebody, and also have somebody else on there with an elderly husband. Get Sweet Tea, take her from there, and put Sweet Tea in the show, and let's see what happens.
Yes.
What do you think?
Yes.
They need a show for Sweet Tea.
They do.
And that would be good. And you could even put Sweet Tea's sister in there if she wanted. She probably, who knows. But did you like that?
Yes, I did enjoy that reading on Bravo.
That was Bravo's reading. I hope you hear. They up to no good. This is all a test. This is all a test. And I don't blame Phaedra, and I don't blame Portia for getting money. They'll pay anything. The only reason why they are not taking Nene back, because honestly, you all know it, Nene burnt her own bridge with them.
She did.
And one thing, and I tell people this all the time, you can't even sue a company and think they're going to take you back. Once you sue them, it's over. I don't care. It could be a job. You could work in a hospital. You could get sued, and they're going to do everything they can to get you out of there. You'll never get, that's just like you was at my house and you slipped on a piece of ice and you sued me. I could have maybe worked it out with you to pay your hospital bill. Mm-hmm. But no, you sued my insurance and got a few thousand. I don't think I want to be cool with you.
No.
Am I right? Am I missing something?
Yeah, that is fair.
So once she did that, she made it impossible. And then she got into it with the camera guy. It just got ugly. She just started respecting and not showing up. You don't want to remember. You want to remember the good stuff. You don't really want to remember. You don't. Y'all don't want to remember the lie that Candy that Phaedra told. And how Portia cracked under the pressure and said, "I gotta tell the truth." Y'all don't remember that. Epic. Epic. But you don't want to remember that.
All these mental health moments with these celebrities.
Yes. And
Bravo.
these shows stress these women out. And the point of it is, before I go, you're probably getting only 10 or 15 minutes of their life. And what part is real? Because everything is so scripted now.
Yes.
And everybody is out to get a business. It's just not the same. Actually, I'm finding them all boring.
Yeah, that is true. Seeing the.
But I watched them like my mama did the soap operas.
Oh yeah, because it's good drama.
It can be good drama, but if you really want to be good drama, you better go over there to Zeus, because that's where you know you're going to try and trash is mad over there. I don't watch Zeus. It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I don't have it.
Yes.
And everybody that I know a lot of sophisticated people watch Zeus. This may be, you may not believe this. And I say, why do you watch Zeus? They said, it's my guilty pleasure. And that's what I say about that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reading on Bravo. Bravo is in the dark when it comes down to all the Housewives series. They're all in trouble. But this one this one is on a lifeline, and they're just trying to save it. And they hoping with prayer and supplication that it's going to work. I say it's not. Am I wrong? Is this a love affair between me and them? Or is it just two in an agreement? Because I say that it's not going to work. But let's see. They hoping. When I see these, this was a positive card. So it's saying that I'm wrong. Okay. I'll be wrong. It's saying that it isn't going to be a desert place. It's saying that Bravo is saying we're going to pull a rabbit out of the hat. That's what Bravo is saying. So I'll say Bravo is saying I'm wrong. Remember this? A two, they're saying I'm wrong. And I'm saying, you see this desert place? We'll see. I'm not saying it won't come back, but I'm saying, let's see if it's going to get the ratings. Let's see if it's going to get the talk. Let's see if it's going to really make people go, oh my God, this is good. Let's see if it's going to get the views. And you best to believe I'm going to be following numbers. Yeah. So let's see, am I wrong? Because if I'm wrong, Bravo already told me I'm wrong. We'll see. And with that being said, I thank you for joining. Remember, everything here is allegedly is for entertainment purposes. You know I have to say that. But at the end of the day, truth speaks over all things. So truth speaks, right? Yes. If I'm wrong, hey, I'm wrong. But in my opinion, I just can't see it. I have never seen the dead been raised. I haven't seen it. I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying I've never seen it. Right. How about that? You have anything to say?
No, that will be all.
Okay. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading on Bravo. Sunflowers.